enjoy your stay here as our guests. We ask all spectators to please stay off the playing field until the two teams have finished their post-game handshakes. This special thanks goes out to Paul Trono and the game officials for dedicating and volunteering their time to tonight's game. Now, the starting lineups for the visiting Missisquoi Thunderbirds. Number 0, Chenille Unwin. Number 1, Anna Flores. Number 3, Isabel Bennett. Number 5, Ashlyn Dupre. Number 6, Sierra Francalignia. 7, Haley Newhall. Number 8, Madison Clark. Number 10, Carrie Campbell. Number 11, Madison Chevalier. Number 12, Molly Gagne. Number 14, Brent. Number 24, Abigail Freeman. Number 25, Molly Medor. Number 28, Gabrielle Cheney. Number 29, Deanna Hemingway. Number 30, Isabel Kane. Number 42, Bailey Popple. Number 45, JC Langlois. And number 47, Zoe Finch. The coaching staff for the Thunderbirds: Robert Corey, Maria Gervais, Jay Hartman, Cole Johnston, Dan Palmer, Brandon Silly, Ethan Stefanik, Nathan Superno, and Henry Tanner. Athletic director for the Thunderbirds, John Munson. And now, let's greet our BFA comments. Number 2, Ray Alexander. Number 3, Ayana Howard. Number 4, Selena Beauregard. Number 5, Alyssa Boudreau. Number 6, Grace Bernard. Number 7, Rudy DeSaro. Number 8, Leah Delorier. Number 9, Leah Fitzgerald. Number 10, Abby Gardner. Number 11, Carly Holland. Number 12, Addie Hughes. Number 13, Brianna Jarvis. Number 14, Lauren Johnson. Number 15, Anna Malva. Captain, number 16, Cadence Open. Number 17, Amber Coquette. Number 18, Shelby Royer. Number 19, Cora Thomas. Number 20, Shelby Bayshard. Captain, number 21, Aaron Benoit. Number 22, Laurel Boomhauer. Number 23, Reese Callan. Number 24, Haley Corey. Number 25, Ava Dumont. Number 26, Ava Hutchins. Number 27, Shelby Lawrence. Number 28, Violet Llewellyn. Number 29, McKenna Montgomery. Number 30, Caitlin Mossy. Number 31, Nina Orrick. Number 32, Arlie Richard. Number 33, Tessa Sweeney. Number 34, Laura Thompson. Number 35, Allie Doglin. And number 36, Taylor Olds. Student coaches right now are
it said 7? It did.
I take Chaffee.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is, as always, an honor to be part of this spectacular fundraising event for two great organizations here in Vermont, the Jude National Fund and Vermont's Camp Tecumseh. Camp Tecumseh is a very special place in the hearts and minds of children from Vermont and New York who have or have had cancer. And for a very long time, this football game has happened to raise money for these two great special place. Her stepdad's a teacher at BFA St. Albans teaching social studies. He is here with us this evening as he is each and every year. Sadly, we lost Grace about 10 years ago to her cancer, but she asked us to continually remember her and all that camp meant to her. And this football game does so much to remember Grace and the love and support she found at Camp Tecumseh. Many of the doing work on behalf of these children, and we can't thank them enough. 13 years ago, I had Grace in my studio. It was a couple years before she passed, and I asked her just what Camp Tecumseh meant to her, and she left us with these words. Camp Tecumseh, that's gonna pay for all these programs and things you like to do. What do you think? What do you think we ought to spend that money on?
Personally, I think the middle girls cabin should get it all, you know? We could have clock-up bathtubs and really nice beds. No, I think it's wonderful. The money is gonna let us do so many things, and the kids who are in the hospital and the doctors say, oh, you can't wait till it's something more, but we'll be able to.
Grace, why don't you just tell everybody what camp means to you?
You can't ask any question like that, because meant so much to me. Sorry. Camp is the best place in the world for me. When I feel so down, I just think I can't come and the goofy things we do and just think that is the best place in the world, and without everyone's help, there'd be no way we could make such a great place for. I don't know what else to say. It lets me be who I am, and it's a place just for me. For me to be me, and just going through all that treatment. You can't really be yourself because you don't have a lot of options and decisions that you can make. It's a lot up to the doctor, but when you go to camp, you can just be yourself, and nobody cares that you are really skinny and really pale, or you're bald. They don't care. They just want to be with you, and that's the best feeling in the world.
This is why we're doing this tonight. And we're going to have some fun, too. Girls are going to play some great football. There are volunteers from Camp Tecumseh going through the crowd this evening selling 50-50 raffle tickets to raise more money for the kids at Camp Tecumseh. Thank you all for coming out here this evening. And on behalf of everyone at Cool 105, I will remind you to tune in to our Camp Tecumseh fundraiser in December when the money from this game is presented to Camp Tecumseh. That'll be happening the week of December 11th. Thank you for coming. Enjoy the game. Thank you, John.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you will please rise, if you're able, and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. Sung tonight by BFA students Laura Gates and Lila Powers. Presenting the colors tonight, the Vermont Air National Guard. Please remain standing until they have left the field. Again, very special thank you to the Vermont Air National Guard and BFA students Laura Gates and Lila Powers. Now, we head to midfield for the coin toss.
Good evening and welcome to the 2023 Powderpuff Game between MVU and BFA. I am one of your hosts, Paul Snyder, Executive Director for Northwest Access TV. Alongside me, Bryce Batchelder, board member from Northwest Access TV.
Extra special.
Extra special tonight. Joining me in the booth for the game tonight, a very special occasion between MVU and BFA. Powderpuff Game, for those that don't know, is when the ladies jump on the field and play football, and the gentlemen are in the stands cheering them on. So today, the game itself is for a good cause. It's a charity game that helps raise funds for the Jim Bashaw Cancer and Catastrophic Fund, as well as Camp Tecumseh. And we'll find out most likely within the next, I believe, in the wintertime, we find out how much money was raised?
It's usually announced at a BFA basketball game at some point, a BFA basketball game that will be carried live on Northwest Access TV.
As it has been for
Heard it here
5 to 6
first,
years.
folks.
Yeah, get the exclusive. I'd like to thank our crew as well that's behind the cameras and behind the tech directing here. Alan, our tech coordinator at Northwest Access TV, and Megan and Will behind the cameras. A very busy night here at the complex. The cars are still coming in from 104 there. this is the busiest I think I've seen this complex in quite some time, and that's nothing to take away from the football games that regularly get played here. This is just such a huge event locally for so many people.
Well, you know, I will fully admit that I was part of the traffic coming in with about 14 minutes to go before game time, and I wasn't super sure that I was actually going to make it here in time, but I did. And cars are still coming in, and this is great. This is a great turnout for an awesome community event between two rival schools working together.
Now, are we going to get any like biased commentary tonight, being an MVU alum, or?
I can confidently say, Paul, that I am very serious about my job as host of a football game, and so the answer is an unequivocal yes.
So the coin toss taking place on the field right now. Looks like an unsportsmanlike conduct already by the ref, given the hand signals we're receiving.
Come on, Stripes.
Not quite sure who won, but we'll find out once the team heads up onto the field. We're also going to do our best to pronounce everyone's name as best as possible throughout the game. I guarantee you by the third or fourth quarter, if they were playing 4 quarters, we will have a handle on things. But the first one might be a little rough.
I make no promises.
Yeah. Not knowing it's different when you're doing basketball, because you see the kids 2 or 3 times a week. You get to know them, you know their numbers, you know their tendencies.
And I do the pro tip of talking to the coach ahead of time and having them say the names for me. And I promise not to help you pronounce them, Paul.
Yeah, thank you, appreciate that.
I like to watch you struggle.
I like to struggle on
yeah, well,
it's more fun that way.
So, Paul, can you explain to me the rules of football?
So there's downs.
What?
And there's no. So the Powderpuff, is an annual tradition here for MVU and BFA, where the senior girls will play football against each other, MVU versus BFA. Very similar to what the football that you're used to seeing. There might just be some changes as opposed to like kickoffs and things like that. There'll be 1-point conversions and 2 points depending if touchdowns are scored. And they're playing flag football. They're also not out there tackling each other. However, if history is any indication, there will be some kind of tackling at some point or another. Things happen. So looks like MVU is going to start with the ball. And again, we'll do our best to figure out who is behind center and who's catching and running and all those things as they happen. So we're going to run to the near side and flag down for number 12. So that was Molly Gagne. Number 10, Carrie Campbell, was lined up behind center for quarterback.
Molly Gagne finds a good deal of space on the right side. Enough for a Thunderbird first down.
Just like that, MVU moving the ball on the first play. Another handoff to the right side. And still going, and down at the 40-yard line.
And nice footwork to stay in bounds once she hit the sideline.
Madison Chevalier, which I can say that name like 4 different ways. A little hurry-up offense here for MVU. We're going to let it go. And there goes the quarterback, number 10, onto the far side. And she might have... Still going. That was a complete bootleg by the quarterback there. Yeah, number 10, Carrie Campbell. Nice to see the refs just going to let them play there, because
I mean,
a little bit of a false.
No one wants to see a whole bunch of flags in
a charity football game.
In a flag football game. But I mean, really nice misdirection by the offense there. I mean, fully admit that it got me.
Yeah, 2 straight runs to the right side, and then a little bootleg to fool the defense.
Nice scripting by the coaching staff ahead of time. Watched some film early this week.
A run to the near side, a little stop and go, and the ball's loose, and I believe that means it's a dead ball. So that was double zeros, Chenille Unwin. The fumbles are a dead ball, so once they hits the ground, that's it. And I believe interceptions as well, if we happen to see a pass sometime soon. I did see MVU actually practicing passes, which in
okay.
my history here typically only happens, a handful of times during the game. But always exciting.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I said Army.
Snap and a run straight up the middle again. That was Unwin.
I would say not just this game, but high school football in general is not necessarily known for its passing attack.
So 3rd and 8 for MVU. As we just get started here for the 2023 Powderpuff game between MVU and BFA. Campbell behind center. Handoff again to the right side. And still going. That's number 21, Alexander Boudreau.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 for. Correction, 4th down and 3.
It's 4th and 3. Looks like we got a substitution coming in for MVU. Or that's just the play calling. Nope, substitution. Molly Gagne coming off. So MVU needs 3 yards here for a fresh set of downs.
Kick the field goal.
Hey, 4th down, you never know. This is where it can get exciting with, and we're going to do a run to the left side, and she's going to need blocking. And I'm not sure where the flag, the first person to get her got the flag. And it's looking like a turnover on down, so BFA will take over with the ball. That was very close. She was very nonchalant about pulling the flag. I was like, oh, she missed it. Oh, no, okay.
So far, the flags have come off like the 3rd or 4th try after I think the flag has already come off. I mean, yeah, like
a lot easier in
they're not padded,
football.
but like, I mean, they're getting hit in there.
Yeah, it's a lot easier in real football when the player falls down.
Sure.
It's done. So we got to run to the near side. Again, we'll figure out names. Let's
back.
Juke there, and that was number 13, Brianna Jarvis.
I will say, though, even though that MVU drive ended with a turnover on downs, they moved the ball a lot better than most of the game last year.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
absolutely.
I think that's some room for some optimism.
Player in motion. Pitch to number 2. That's Auer. And she's still going. And she might, nope, flag down around the 47-yard line. Number 12, Audie Hughes, is your number 13. Brianna Jarvis was the quarterback. So there's a BFA first down. Still trying to pick up who the quarterback was on. Oh, it was number 7. I'm sorry, Ruby DeSaro. Hand off to the near side, cutting in, and flag down around the 48. MVU making the best of it, grabbing flags on first attempts as opposed to the 2nd and 3rd.
Very efficient.
Yes. But wasting no time on offense. We're not huddling up for plays here. We know the game plan. That's Johnson in motion. Handoff to 13. Brianna Jarvis going up the sideline. And flag again. Hold on that first.
Probably around the 34-yard line, looks like.
I think one of my favorite moments watching football, professional football, is Al Michaels' attempt to always try and guess the exact yardage wherever the play is.
Challenge accepted.
It's wonderful. It's a little bit of like inside thing to watch next time you're watching football. He talks
Al
about it way too
Michaels
much.
can do what he wants.
Do whatever he wants, yeah.
He is a treasure.
Shall be protected at all costs. So Ruby DeSaro
Pair him back up with Chris.
DeSaro is your quarterback. Quick handoff. Oh, and a missed tackle to start off. And I believe that was number 14, Bryn Hanna with the tackle. The black on pink. Not a fan of the color combo. Pink on black.
Yes.
Much easier to read numbers.
The BFA shirts definitely.
They pop a little more. It's okay. We're the ones that are struggling, no one else.
And I haven't even opened my eyes yet, and I can still see.
That's Tessa Sweeney, number 33, cutting back to the inside, and finally tackled just around the 10-yard line.
I think it's the 11.
I shouldn't have told you that. So another set of downs for BFA.
She caught my eye first. What do you have? 5 hours?
Another player in motion seems to be their bread and butter, just man in motion. There's 13, cutting up inside. I don't see any flags there, so that'll be a touchdown for Brianna Jarvis. Put BFA on the board. Those sweep right, sweep right, sweep right. So now here's the.
Well,
no, go ahead.
Coach Perrin already calling for 2.
Okay. That was
just wanted to beat you on that.
Yeah, that was my point. Was like, okay, are we? I believe if it takes flag football rules, it would be a run is 1, a pass is 2. But I don't know how they're scoring. We'll see. We'll see once they score.
Let's go wild. Let's get crazy.
Yeah, 16 points for this one. Sarah behind center, gonna keep it herself, and looks like she has the lane, and that'll be in for the extra point, and we'll see how many are on the board. 2. There we go. All right. So we know running it in.
See the trick.
2.
The trick, Paul, to knowing
is to wait.
Well, I mean, it's to watch. The coaches, so they'll hold up a finger.
Go for 2.
Or 2. 2 fingers.
So BFA leading 8-0 over MVU here at the 2023 Powderpuff Game. And just as fast as MVU made their way down the field, BFA wasted no time in returning the favor. It always seems to be about speed with these games. It's just, if you can outrun your opponent, you're going to do quite well here.
Wear down the defense.
Yeah.
Is Chip Kelly coaching?
Oh, we have a sack in the backfield. Boy. That was number 21 quarterbacking, Alexandra Boudreau. Bordeaux. Again, my apologies for the names. We are we are unpaid volunteers.
You should be sorry.
Sack in the backfield. She got through there quick. So, 2nd and 12 for MVU. And we have a pass up the middle to 22 and just over her head. That was Sierra Reynolds with the attempted catch. There's an excitement in the air when the ball goes in the air. Everyone just gets so excited.
And, she had a fighting chance at it. There. You know.
I was waiting for the one-handed grab.
Oh, really? Oh, my gosh.
So looks like Campbell coming out. We're wondering if Bordeaux will remain under center for this play.
You know, it's just like the Patriots offense all last week. Just kind of accidentally threw to the wrong shoulder.
Yeah, that's all it is. And looks like we'll have offsides. The defense here is getting a little jumpy. And we'll give MVU a free 5 yards here.
I believe we're getting a correction on the comments. Correction offside on the comments. 5-minute penalty will remain. 3rd down.
3rd and 9 here. Handoff up the middle. taking it to the left side, avoiding her own player. Oh no, stay up. Oh, she had a lot of
I think
room.
they had gotten the flag.
Oh, way back there.
Way back.
Oh, you're right.
And nobody noticed. That looks like the 21-yard line.
Yeah, it's quite a way. I mean,
yeah.
it was a rumbling, mumbling, stumbling.
But you know, the journey that we went on,
that was great.
That play,
I enjoyed it.
You know, I'd do it again.
No,
I'd do it again.
No one said anything. No one's putting their hand up in the air like, got the flag. Little courtesy, please.
Well, you know,
the players on the field.
One lone BFA player in the back,
just like,
waving the flag.
I got it. No big deal. Did this last play.
Confidence, baby.
4th
Confidence.
and 8 for MVU, and I do not believe the punt team is coming on. Oh, maybe they are. I think that's part of it. It's not meant to be a lot of trickery here. If you plan to punt, you're going to tell the other team.
I would like to see some trickery, though. if there's one thing I was
all the players just go all the way down, and
tonight.
I don't think there's even a return. It's just punt it as far as you can and wherever it stops. So,
and I can guarantee you that any player on that field could punt it further than I can.
Yeah, not a chance here for me.
Without a doubt, in my mind.
And a great punt down the line.
Nice. Looks
and
like
it's going to keep on rolling, too. Apologies for not seeing him kick that. I would just assume it was Bordeaux because she was the one that was lined up behind center.
Looking like they're lining them up at the 35-yard line. Didn't even have to estimate that time.
No, right on the
Official
line.
standing right
Thanks
on
for
the
making
line.
it easy, ball. So BFA will start on offense again after stopping MVU for a second time. And Desar with the snap. Oh, a fake, pump fake. And then going deep to number 5, who is open and catches it and comes down with the first down. That was Alyssa
Boudreau.
What a pass and catch.
To the 34-yard line.
I regret telling you. So we got instant replay coming up. What a catch. All by herself, too, in the backfield. BFA with the first down now. I mean, I wouldn't abandon the pass here. And still running. No flag yet. No flag yet. But that's number 12, Addie Hughes. Honestly, as she was weaving, I didn't even see her flag in general on her. So I was like, oh, she's nope, she's still running. No one's stopping her.
Multiple times during that run, I thought a flag was pulled.
Yeah.
But nobody stopped.
Flag football.
Yeah. Yeah.
It happens. So another touchdown for BFA to make it 14-0. And they will go for 2 more.
I didn't see the coach that time.
I didn't either. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
I'm going with history at my side.
That's called analytics.
Start behind center. Step back and throw in wide open. Number 33 gets in for the conversion. And it's another 2 points. 16-0 BFA with 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter / period, however you are counting at home. And here's another replay from that original run for a touchdown. And yeah, just was not able to grab the flag. Missed once, twice, 3 times. How about 4, 5? Wonderful.
Nice. Good run.
Have I mentioned how much I appreciate our tech director tonight, Alan Cunningham? I don't think I have. Not within the last 5 minutes anyway.
You should.
I appreciate Our tech.
Good.
Not gonna go. So MVU with the handoff, and on the far side, still going. No hands up in the air with a flag yet. And about a tackle. 47-yard line.
That was a heck of a run.
Whew. At that point, is it just exhaustion, or the players just happen to just run into each other? And that was number 11, Madison Chevalier. And again, I was pronounced that name 4 different times tonight. I apologize.
I can confirm that they pronounce it Chevalier.
I just want to say Chevalier.
Like the car?
Like the car. That's the transplant of Vermont in me. So MVU with a hike. Player in motion. Ball down, which means that's where it's going to be. What'd you do? I heard that too.
Yep.
So that's Chanel Unwin with the handoff and fumble. So the ball will be spotted just before the original line of scrimmage. Second and 11 for MVU. And I'm assuming that Campbell is still under center, but I haven't seen it change there. Still looks like number 10. And we've got a ref whistle. I think they're just letting them know to get a little closer together. No actual penalty here. Just make sure we're all playing the same game. The same way.
And that game is flag football.
Flag football. Going to be a QB keeper. Needs the block, and a sack in the backfield by number 28, Violet Llewellyn. Third and 12 for MVU. Again, doing well with the more of the misdirection when it comes to the run. But that's the point. You can't do it every play. But they do seem to have a lot more success when they're just kind of beating their opponent to the outside as opposed to trying to take it up the middle. Unwin is back in there behind as running back. Campbell gets the ball and is number 21 still going. That was Alexandra Bordeaux. She kind of like met 3 or 4 people in the backfield. just went the other way.
Yeah, I
but
thought,
eluded every one of them.
I thought her flag got taken on that first attempt in the backfield,
right.
But good read on her part just to kind of do the cutback and found a little lane down the middle with about 10 seconds to go here in this first quarter.
Still
I
not
think
sure if they will get the play
I think
off.
that's going to be the last play of the quarter.
That's definitely one of those, oh crap, moments of just like, why is the other team surrounding me? And run.
Well, the quarter is done, so thanks for watching, everybody. That's it for the game.
We only play 8-minute games here for the MVU for Powderpuff. So after the end of one, 16-0, BFA over MVU here at the Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center.
I know what it is.
Appreciate everyone watching at home and wherever you're watching. Thank you for joining Northwest Access TV for our coverage of the 2023 Powderpuff Game. We've got 3 more quarters/periods left here. But there's always a debate.
But is there?
Yeah, because basketball in Vermont, it's periods.
Oh, no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Just the scoreboard says periods. Everybody else says quarters. I've never understood why basketball scoreboards say periods.
We'll change that. We'll get up there with a ladder and fix that. So again, just let's recap just the event itself. This is a charity event where the senior girls play football and the senior boys are either coaching or cheering in the stands, and actually just about everyone, it seems like, from St. Albans and MVU are in the stands tonight. Charity event that helps benefit 2 great programs and organizations that are in Franklin County and Grand Isle County is the Jim Bashaw Cancer and Catastrophic Fund, as well as Camp Tecumseh. So a lot of these players actually do a lot of volunteer work and collect donations for those, and we typically find out what that total is sometime during the basketball season. So unfortunately, we don't have totals for you tonight, but I believe it was anywhere from over, as of last year was over $280,000 through this annual event, sans 2020.
Which, I mean, is incredible for a community in Franklin County.
Right. Like, to raise that much for those funds for those organizations. So here's MVU starting with the ball again, or continuing the ball with 4th and 8. Campbell takes it, and there's a collision in the backfield and a block. And no flag yet. Still no, and we're out of bounds.
Ooh, that is close.
We're very close here. We're going to see.
Very close.
And it might be just short of the first down. No,
oh,
maybe
he's
not.
moving it.
They're going to give him a first down.
Do coaches get challenge flags? Challenge to the spot?
Yeah,
I mean, we have video.
Our replay doesn't work for this one. Nope, sorry, can't do that.
Well, look, I mean, our video is probably delayed like, what, 15 to 30 seconds? So, I mean, if the referees just hustle up here super fast, take a quick look.
Pop out their phone.
Yep.
Northwest Access TV on YouTube. Hit subscribe.
Perfect.
Thanks for liking.
Maybe hit the donation page while they're there.
Do that
we
as
are a
well.
nonprofit.
Handoff and a tackle just beyond the line of scrimmage. That was number 12, Molly Gagne, with the ball. Tackled by Cora Thomas. Don't believe I will mispronounce that name tonight.
Taha.
Yeah, it was Tahamas. I knew it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's Tahomas. So MVU 2nd and 9.
I pronounced it Bellevue, so I was way off.
Handoff, and we're going to be a QB keeper off to the right side, and she's really going to have to get beyond the defense and does not. Maybe even lost a yard there. I'm saying, just don't abandon the run, or don't abandon the pass. I think it's the most exciting parts of the game.
It is.
When it comes to play calling, I mean, unless we're talking about broken tackles.
Well, and,
you know what? Any chance someone's just running with the ball is just exciting in any way.
Well, and MVU has only thrown one pass attempt so far, right?
Yep.
Yep.
When you can keep the stats of passing. MVU is 0 for 1, and BFA is 1 for 2. And here's your pass attempt. And it's caught!
Connects!
And a tackle just beyond the first down marker. That's going to be a first down for MVU. I believe that was Sierra Reynolds, number 22, with the catch. Wonderful.
That's the classic send the tight end right up the middle.
Yeah, that was just that go route.
Yep. Someone's been playing Madden.
That would be great if that's just
and
all,
that
was
me.
all the coaching that happened. Was they sat the senior girls down and had them play Madden for 24
Well, I
hours.
mean, someone is playing it over there and just getting the coaching automatic coaching
the
suggestions for the plays.
MVU with the run.
Ooh, BFA
nice little juke on the left side. Still going. And drops the ball. So it's going to be a dead ball. That was number 11 again, Madison Chevalier. And what a run. Looks like we may have had a, nope, everyone seems to be fine. That was a great run.
Great run, and also BFA's rush on that one.
Yeah, they were right over
I mean,
the
they were
line
right
at the time,
on it. So props to Madison Chevalier for hitting that corner so quickly.
You don't even think about the name when you say it, do you?
I know her
I
parents.
get nervous. I get nervous thinking about it. Don't mess it up. So, we got first.
Look, you can't grow up in Franklin County and not know how to pronounce Chevalier. They're all over the place.
I didn't grow up in Franklin County.
Yeah, they're like Gagnes and Gates and
Benoit gets me every time.
Yeah.
Just being an old school wrestling fan. So 1st and 5, basically 1st and goal here for MVU. Campbell behind center. Handoff to number 12, who's going to cut it up the middle,
great
and
cut.
she may
There's the signal.
We got a touchdown for MVU. Molly Gagne for 6.
I'm so proud of my alma mater.
You said that you would. Will you stop touching that?
No context.
And the fans for MVU are starting to cheer a little louder now. So MVU now 16-6. It's 6-16.
With 8:24
remaining in the first half. MVU going for 2 here. It's the most back and forth game we've had in quite some time.
Yes,
for this event.
for sure.
Seems to be a little more even keeled. MVU is going to pass it over the middle, and it's caught for 2 points. Again, Sierra Reynolds. She's got 3 catches tonight already for MVU.
Just keep throwing it to her.
Keep
Randy
going.
Moss.
Hey, they're not going to stop her, and just keep doing it. So MVU. We'll see that instant replay again from. We'll see the celebration of the instant replay. That's what we really want to see anyway. We want to see the smiles on the faces. So
I'm just glad both teams had fun.
that's all we're here for. We want to make sure that everyone has fun. So back in my day, because
Last week?
Who doesn't like that transition? We also had Powderpuff where I grew up, but the senior boys would do the halftime show.
Oh,
And I think that's really what we're missing here.
maybe. Sounds like if they have a suggestion box.
Yeah, you might have to just drop that into the.
Yeah, because most football games have suggestion boxes on the way out.
Yeah, they do. They want to make sure that you enjoyed their popcorn and the seats were still steel. Look at a big tackle in the backfield for 5 yards. BFA now 2nd and 15. And we have Mia Delorier in motion. Number 13 is going to get the ball instead. And nobody's got her flag yet, and no one's gonna. That's number 13, Brianna Jarvis, for what will be an 80-yard touchdown, 85-yard touchdown. And now she's exhausted. She may not be going out on defense next.
If that was me, I'd just go home.
I wouldn't have made it that far.
No, yeah.
I would have
Fair.
been down at the 50. I've been asking Mr. Marlowe, the athletic director, for a ride in the cart that he happens to be enjoying right now.
Like for the run during the play?
Oh, I need his help.
Carry
Yes.
you in the
no,
cart?
flag him down like,
Okay.
a
Yeah.
a hitchhiker.
Yeah.
So DeSaro has her play call from coach, and BFA going for 2 here. Not having any like side in the fight here. I was just looking for more of a back and forth. And a pass to the right side. Oh, and through the hands of number 27, Shelby Lawrence.
Well, I mean, MVU did go back and score a touchdown, and then BFA went forth and scored a touchdown very quickly.
A very quick answer.
Yes.
It's a 2-play.
So, your turn, MVU.
Yeah. So MVU coming on the field with 7:27 left here in the first half.
My, how the turntables.
And as predicted, number 13, Brianna Jarvis, is not out on defense. But not because she's probably tired, but because she's just not playing defense. So MVU will look to go another 80 yards. Hand off to the near side.
Ooh,
and a
escaped
juke
that
of the
one.
defender. And and actually a flag pulled by number 19, Cora Thomas. And that was 21, correct? Alexander Bordeaux. MVU breaking the huddle. Same personnel. Campbell behind center. And give me a QB keeper. And sacked in the backfield again.
Campbell called it under once again.
And
Tries to find room around the left side.
I'm not sure if that's 18 or 13.
Number 18, Shelby Royer.
It's like Shelby Royer, number 18.
Brings up 3rd down and 9 for the Thunderbird offense.
MVU looking to just make some positive yards here.
Once again, fans, make sure you get your 50-50 raffle tickets from volunteers at the Camp Congo. Please help support such a great, powerful, and meaningful cause. Again, volunteers at Camp Congo are making their way through the grandstands with the 50-50 raffle tickets.
And a run to the far side. Some great blocking by Unwin. And just beyond the first down, that was number 11, Madison Chevalier. And it looks like we actually might have an injury as well to Chevalier. Everyone's going to just check out, make sure she's okay. And that's not going to be the case. The athletic trainer will head on out to go take a look. She did take a pretty nasty spill towards the end of that, at the end of that play.
Well, and one of the big plays that she had on that last MVU drive, she took a hit also.
Yeah. And that's something we actually had said prior to the game. Is I remember not too long ago, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, we had a whole highlight reel of hits from this game in a flag football game. It was a little unreal, but it does happen. So hopefully that it is short-lived and she's going to be okay. While we have some time here, since we are broadcasting sports here at Northwest Access TV, give a moment to thank some of our sponsors that make our coverage possible throughout the year. I'd like to thank Northwestern Rehab Services, Sticks and Stuff in Swanton Lumber, Northwest Counseling and Support Services, Afterglow, Notch Vermont, JC Image, and the Collins Burley Sports and Fitness Center. If your business would like to support the efforts of Northwest Access TV to help broadcast live games of Franklin County athletes, contact myself, Paul Steiner, the Executive Director, at 802-782-8676, and we'll try to figure out a plan that works best for your organization. No donation is too small, and we just appreciate everything that any kind of support that we can get throughout the year.
Or too big.
Yeah, it's true. Too big, too.
We're just not putting any parameters on it.
No, please, if you'd like to donate our entire year's revenue, that'd be fantastic. Training staff is still tending to Chevalier on the MVU side.
Paul.
Bryce.
That's all I got.
Okay, so
No, Paul. What is the highlight of your flag football career?
Oh my goodness. It's funny enough. I do. I still regularly play touch football with a group of friends on Sunday mornings.
It's very touching.
It's very touching. It gets a little shovey too, and which is just. It's unreal for me because I grew up watching my father play with his friends on Sunday mornings, and to find a group of friends to be able to do that with and to continue that tradition. So I've been playing flag or touch football for my whole life. I don't have a specific moment that I'm not that athlete that can remember every home run or every goal scored, because that's not in football.
Well, this question really lacked a payoff.
Back-to-back interceptions for touchdowns back when I was like 18.
No, fantastic.
Does that work?
I'm happy for you.
Thanks, man. Do you want me to return that question, or do you not play football?
The
one game you probably played?
I used to play intramurals in college. Never played real football because back in my day, as those stories tend to start, MVU did not have a program yet.
I heard they were undefeated, though.
Yeah, we never lost. Never lost in my day. I do hold Gordon College's single game sack record in an intramural game. I got
broken?
5.
5? Wow.
In one game.
Lawrence Taylor over there.
I never had anywhere close to that before that game. Never had anywhere close to that after that game.
So it did look like Chevalier did come off the field on her own terms. She was walking off anyway. So we'll see if maybe she comes back in, if maybe it's just a... no, she's actually still being tendered to on the sideline. So if we ever do hear an update at all, we'll be sure to pass it along to those watching at home. Failed pass attempt by MVU for the first one. Now 2nd and 10 with about 6:14 remaining here in the first half.
Paul, the police are pulling in, so I have to go.
Are they escorting you to the next game? Campbell with the QB keeper. And still going, but out of bounds. Looks beyond the first down marker. We'll see where they mark her.
Just barely. We're right on it.
Right on it. And we're going to get a
chain gang.
First down for MVU. Those QB keepers seem to be where they're getting most of the yardage.
All right, fans, we got the winner for the first Powderpuff raffle.
6 minutes, 3 seconds to go here in the first half. I'll just avoid the quarter period debate altogether and say in the first half.
First half. Yeah, that's great. That's what I started doing.
The third quarter will be the first half of the second half.
Second
That's
quarter
what we call
of the first. We are in the second quarter of the period. So first down for MVU. Handoff to number 12, who's taking it to the far side and has quite a bit of running room. Nice little step and go.
Still go.
And actually, no, was flag again. Was pulled around the 42-yard line.
Still really nice run.
Molly Gagne for a large run. First down for MVU.
Thunderbirds big play down the right sideline. Moving the chains once again brings up a first down and 10 on the
Be quite beneficial for MVU to maybe, milk the clock a little bit, methodically work their way down the
situational
field
football
and
here.
Make sure that BFA doesn't get the ball back for the
Nice.
first step. This is a charity.
Using
flag football
using
event.
up all of the play clock
5:22 remaining.
because
here.
there's definitely a play clock.
Yeah. So handoff to Unwin, and she's going to cut it back to the middle. Still going, and
Wow.
finally tackled. It was like 3 or 4 missed tackles. So we have seen Unwin receive the ball a few times tonight, but a couple fumbles have kind of led us to imagine what she would be able to do with it once she gets beyond the line of scrimmage. If that's any indication of what she can do, I'm looking forward to more runs by her tonight.
I think she's doing just fine.
There's a couple jukes in there.
And probably a couple jokes, too, at the same time. But
Yeah,
I'm not going to
Yuck
force
it up.
them.
Let's work it out. Collinsburg Sports Complex exercise punch cards. $150 value again, Matt Jensen.
2nd and 3 for MVU. Campbell behind center. Takes the snap. And number 12 has the ball again. It's Gagne. Still going. And finally tackled by number 19. That's Cora Thomas. Another long run for MVU.
Yeah, looks like right at the 15-yard line. 10-yard line, excuse me. Yeah, got one wrong.
No, you're still wrong.
No, 15. Yeah. No, I'm good. Jeopardy, I'm taking the first answer.
The numbers on the field indicate the line.
Oh.
It's new.
Numbers are new,
Numbers?
just in general.
Looks like we're going to have a
Math.
timeout for BFA to regroup. We got 4:06 remaining here in the first half. It's MVU with some momentum here after a few long runs.
Yes.
So I had it. You want us to fill time
You
here?
are-
We like to let the shot breathe a little
You
bit.
are
Let you just
correct,
soak
sir.
in the atmosphere here that we're capturing at Northwest Access TV.
I'm just holding back my brilliant football mind as a color commentator.
Thank you for support for tonight's BFA MVU Powderpuff Football Game. Also, another very special thank you.
The homecoming in Powderpuff is always my favorite time of year for football. Based on where my family lives, we always get the parade from homecoming that goes right by our house. So it's become that annual tradition to go out there and cheer with my daughters, where it was great the first year because they were like a month old when the things went by, and we had a sign that said BFA class of 2035 on it. So you have all these screaming children that are coming down the street going, ah, aw, ah, aw. Handoff for MVU, cutting it back inside, but tackled in the backfield. I believe number 18 again. Sporting the large knee brace as well. That was number 18, Shelby Royer.
Number 18.
I live in Franklin, so we don't get many parades.
No,
that
nothing
go-
comes that
go
way?
around.
Nothing's
Yeah.
reroutes?
We sort of have to organize it ourselves if we want something to come.
I would guess just a couple cars down the street is like
I mean, that's a
parade.
big day. Big day.
And usually people are just waving and honking anyway.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
This prize is Sophia Williams. Sophia,
Those
you have won.
auto carriages.
Be seeing you a $150 gift card to Jane Old Service Center. Again,
MVU taking the snap, and going to be another QB keeper for number
Oh,
10,
good cutback.
Campbell, and tackled just beyond the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, if she hadn't had that flag pulled right there, she had a nice lane.
If they didn't tackle her, she would have kept running.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
good football. Go Players.
Go team. 2:53 remaining. 2:52 remaining. 2:51 remaining. 2:50 remaining. It's a running clock at this point. For those watching at home and just don't have a view of the scoreboard, I'll be here to help you out all night long. 22-8 BFA over MVU, which that scoreboard you can see. What a great shot by Will out there on the field. I think he's anticipating that run to the right side. Let's hope he gets it. And to the left. So there's Unwin with one shake and another tackle in the backfield. So that'll be fourth down now for MVU.
Yeah, take that, Will.
once again,
It's a great view. This is what you get when you hire art-minded videographers for local sports. You get Dutch angles and great backgrounds, and it's just so aesthetically.
Well, I mean, Dutch angles just make it so European.
It does. I don't know if he is. So MVU with one last chance here to basically get in. They're on the 15. They need 10 yards here.
1.5 to go. The clock, not yardage. There's more than
There's
1.5 yards.
1.5 downs to go. So maybe that go route with number 22. We'll see. Sierra Reynolds. And nope, we're going to run it. Oh, no, we're going to pass it as well. And she does
Trickery.
catch it. And I believe she's in for an MVU touchdown. Little halfback option there.
There you go.
Thunderbirds pulling out all of the stops in the classic.
Campbell pitching it over to, I didn't see who caught the ball, but Reynolds was the one who caught it in the end zone. Wonderful. Love it. I'm just so excited.
Just delightful.
Just delightful. So that's another 6 points for MVU to get them up to 14. So they'll try for 2 here to get them within a touchdown score. Not sure what the halftime entertainment will be I believe they just continue playing.
It'll just be us reminiscing.
Yeah.
You definitely want to miss it.
So Campbell with the handoff, but everyone is in the backfield for BFA is a little anticipated there by the Comets.
That was a goal line blitz.
Yep.
Gordon Thomas, the culprit in shutting that down.
So BFA will take over on the 20, as that seems to be the starting point for most of the teams here. So here's a replay, as you can see, of that halfback option pass. And it was Reynolds that came down with it with a nice little let's go moment in the end zone. Here's the handoff for BFA, taking it up the sideline, cutting it back inside, still cutting back, running into her player who actually did make the tackle and the tackle. That was number 2 with the ball, Ray Alexander. Captain Ray Alexander.
Are we sure they shouldn't be wearing pads?
Yeah, there's a lot of hits in flag football. Quarterback, reaching back, going deep to number 5, who's behind the, behind the defensive back too, and almost came down with that. Alyssa Boudreau.
Brooke Rainville, the
right on target
defender on that play. Rainville might have gotten a little tip on it though.
Maybe she's getting her tips from Seneca for the Bob Whites. That's the
I don't understand that reference.
I could see that in your face, like, huh? Oh, another pass, back to back. The pump fake, throw to the right side, and straight up the right side. It's going to be a first down, and I believe that was number 14, Lauren Johnson. And the ball, clock is still, nope, clock is not still running. We're at 27 seconds here until the end of the half.
All right, moving on again here for next. Powderpuff 2023 prize support ticket.
MVU looks like we're just going to take a timeout here.
BFA Athletic complimentary game pass good for 2 adults and entry into all Academy athletic events.
BFA trying to figure out how to take advantage of 27 seconds left on the clock.
My guess would be trying to score.
Yeah, it's good. It's good advice.
Strategy.
It's a good strategy.
You see, you win the game by scoring more points than the other team.
If the offense scores more points than the other team, nope, I ruined it. So both teams come back on the field. Again, BFA up 22-14. Very evenly matched, I would say, this year.
For sure.
So we'll see.
Definitely more so than last year. Last year was pretty lopsided. BFA's favor, obviously.
BFA dropping back, and we might have that exact same play. Nope, fake right, fake left. And that's number 14 for BFA, who takes it up and will get a first down, but stopped just beforehand and in play. So I thought the clock would continue to run, but I'm wrong.
You know,
I don't.
The way
I was not handed rules.
Yep. Okay. All right. I know the way that BFA's kind of hitting that safety valve there and moving, gaining yardage. Boy, I'm describing this very poorly.
I don't know what you're trying to tell me.
What I'm saying is, in 15 seconds, they actually have a real shot at scoring here.
Scoring. Okay, gotcha.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Mighty drop in, Bryce.
Yep.
Those broadcasting classes are really paying off.
Haven't started yet, Paul.
Oh, that's right. Here comes the defense, and the quarterback is just going to take it herself. Nice block for BFA. Still going, and finally tackled around the 20-yard line. That was a lot of improv there by number 7, DeSaro.
3 seconds left.
3 seconds remaining to
Time
try
for
and
one
get
more
the
play.
I wouldn't necessarily say it has to be a pass either, the way that the Knights kind of worked out. The runs do seem to come every now and then.
Yeah.
I think in most scenarios when you're watching football, you're like, oh, well, it's going to be a pass. They're really far away. But in flag football, the flags are elusive. They don't necessarily get taken on the first or second try.
They are, but I mean, the way that BFA has been sending out the receivers those last few plays has really kind of stretched the defense, and they might be just short enough of the end zone that just stretching them out again. I mean,
well, BFA's offensive line is giving Desaro a lot of time back there to be able to throw the ball, and to check every receiver possible.
Yes.
Yes. 22-14, 3 seconds remaining for BFA to try and get in there for one more score before the half, or the second quarter / period, however you're counting it at home. Sauer behind center. Shotgun formation, takes it and is going to run it. And she's on the near side and still going, and I do not see a flag down. No, she actually had a flag fall out when she received the ball, and
like
that, I believe, is just
right hip.
Down.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe her flag fell out, so in that scenario, they're either going to replay the down or they're just going to end it right there and then.
Well, let's send it to Gene in the booth. See what our rules expert has to say.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to have him replay it. But what a run by Desaro.
Yeah, it was.
But a lot easier when you only have half the flags. So.
We need 3 seconds on the clock. Mr. Coffee, if you would.
All right, so here's BFA's second attempt at trying to get some points on the board. It's going to be a run to the left side now. And sort of up the middle and falls, so that will be the end of the half. So,
and what a half it was.
Yeah, it was very entertaining for both sides. And
I mean, I think the real half was the friends we made along the way.
I'm just glad that both teams had fun. 22-14, BFA over MVU. I don't remember who got the ball first. I think it was MVU, so I'm assuming that BFA will receive it in the second half, which don't believe is going to be quite long from now. It will be
15 minutes.
Oh, it'll be 15 minutes. Okay, that seems a lot longer than I thought.
Look at the scoreboard, Paul.
So we're not going to talk your ear off for 15 minutes. We're going to take a break, and you can enjoy the sights and sounds here at the Collins Prairie Sports and Fitness Center. Again, Paul Snyder along with Bryce Batchelder for Northwest Access TV. We'll see you in about 13 or 14 minutes.
Well, yeah, we had to go through the line. We went long, and then we went into Maya and Callie. And then we forgot to move up the band. That was on Piper. What? Hey, you're still mine. I'll jump again. I'm up. You're the best. I have a phone on my phone the whole time.
Here we go. Once again, another
$2 paid for this popcorn.
winner of this prize.
$2 paid for that popcorn. It was $3. You're not wrong, but you're entirely correct.
And the winner of this prize is CJ Murray. CJ, you were the winner of 2 adult tickets all home. MVU athletic events. If you don't know by now, please make your way to the press box to claim your prize. do events. The winner of the small package, I believe, is Kylie Campbell. Kylie Campbell, you are the winner. And your name is Kylie Campbell. Please make your way to the press box to claim your $150 spa package from Empowerment Spa. If not, we'll call it over to clarify the name.
I run more.
Did Llewellyn come up here? He did? He sent his son up?
All right, and coming down to the final few prizes here. Next one is a $250
I don't wear pants until it snows.
which includes a 15-minute mini session plus 5 images. Subject to availability, we're all busy. This prize is won by Jessica. to the crowd about a very important cause by the foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sherry Toshaw.
I want to thank all the participants, all the spectators, volunteers, all the generous donations. We started this foundation back in 2000. My husband died of brain cancer at the age of 45. We experienced firsthand what it's all about when we go through something like this. Jimmy had surgery in New York City. He had surgery in Boston. He had radiation treatments in UVM, and he had chemo treatments. In that 6 month battle he did, we had to handicap our house. And even though we had good insurance, this can devastate a family. A lot of people live paycheck to paycheck, and something like this can devastate, and you can go under. Fortunately, there was a group of runners that did the Run for Jim that started for us and helped us out. So after that, Jimmy was such a kind and caring person that I wanted to keep his legacy going of helping others and give back to the community for helping us. So we started the Run for Jim, and then Powderpuff is one of our big fundraisers. We had the Bowl-a-thon for a while. We have generous donations giving. And to this day, we have raised over $1 million that has helped people in Franklin County and Grand Isle County. I'm proud of that. I will say that 100% of the money raised goes right to families. There's no administration fee. Northwest Medical Center doesn't get paid for helping. Northwest Medical Center partnered up with us when we started this because I didn't want to have to go over the applications and do all the financial part of it. So they partnered up and helped distribute to the oncology department at Northwest Medical Center. So here to speak about where the funds have gone is Chelsea Mulgary, who works at the Northwest Medical Center. Thank you, Sherry. It is an honor for Northwestern Medical Center to partner with Sherry and the Jim Bashaw Cancer and Catastrophic Illness Fund. As Sherry said, the Jim Bashaw Fund has raised over $1 million, which 100% of these funds stay in Franklin and Grand Isle County. In the past 12 months, the Jim Bashaw Fund has helped 90 local people and distributed $45,000 to support them with funding for medical bills and equipment, household bills, and most importantly, with transportation. The most need for this support is patients diagnosed with cancer. Of these cancer diagnoses, the most common cancer diagnosis has been head, neck, throat, breast, and lung cancer. Without your generous support this evening, this fund would not be able to supply these families with the financial support they need to continue on with the care of their loved ones. So thank you once again.
Sherry and Chelsea, thank you very much for being here tonight and spreading awareness of the Jim Bashaw Catastrophic Cancer Foundation. Jim Bashaw's legacy resonates like truly the Academy halls every day, all day. And as anyone from BFA knows, tradition never graduates.
Back for the second half here for the
Third period.
third quarter, second half here for the 2023 Powderpuff Game between MVU and BFA. I'm Paul Snyder, Executive Director for Northwest Access TV, alongside Bryce Batchelder, Vice President of Northwest Access TV Board of Directors.
Somehow.
Is your campaign starting for the following year?
I don't really know what to say to that.
BFA up 22-14. It's been a really exciting first half of the game, and we're really looking forward to see how this one plays out. It has been a real back and forth game. Of course, the 2023 Powderpuff is an annual game played between MVU and BFA, which helps support funds for Camp Tecumseh and the Jim Bashaw Cancer and Catastrophic Fund. And the event has raised over $280,000 since its inception. And we'll find out this winter during one of the basketball games how much this particular event raised this year. So BFA will start with the ball in the second half / third quarter, depending on how you're scoring at home. Thank you, Bryce. And
If that's my only contribution tonight.
is to let people know that it can be quarter or half.
We're starting the first half of the second
And
half.
here comes the chain gang on the way down. They were on the other side of the field, so it's all right.
All right, we're good. All right, chain gang.
It'd be funny if they were wearing flags and someone
Yeah, pulled it. Yeah.
pulled it.
So now we're all set and ready to go for the second half. BFA with the ball. Hand off to the near side. Coming straight for us. And still going, flag down somewhere around the 28-yard line. Number 7 for MVU with the tackle. That is Haley Newhall. And that's 14. Lauren Johnson with the run. Maybe not, maybe 13. Darren Jarvis. The lettering on my program is so tiny.
It's very small.
my damnedest here. Player in motion. And pitch to the far side is number 2, Ray Alexander. Still going beyond the first down. Cutting it back inside, juking out a few players. And finally tackled somewhere around the 40-yard line. Very long run for BFA. Captain Ray Alexander.
Wild, though, that is not the longest run of the
Yeah.
night.
No, it was
For BFA.
It was her or Jarvis that had the 85-yard run. Player in motion, handoff to the near side. Has a block, a bump and run. And still going, finally tackled. That was number 14, Lauren Johnson, the run.
There are some rough blocks being
yes,
thrown. My goodness. Just saw a shoulder get lowered into somebody's chest.
Those in the trenches moments are, yeah, don't forget them.
Man,
and they won't.
I would have to take so much ibuprofen.
Not a sponsor, not a sponsor.
No.
Okay, in motion again. And, oh, we're gonna fake the fake. 13's gonna go on up and finally tackled. It looked like Tesaro wanted to hand off to a player and went, wait, you're not the right player, and then handed it off to a different player.
Designed confusion,
Yeah,
Paul.
on the quarterback's behalf. Don't confuse the person who starts with the ball. So I get second down for BFA. 10 minutes left. The quarter just starting. And we're going to get a little bit of a timeout here, it looks like, from...
Adjust the chains.
Oh, because just to adjust the chains or just the chains. Both.
Just chains.
And the play will resume. The second and 7 for BFA. And handoff up the middle for number 33. Flag finally pulled. I haven't heard number 33 yet, right? Tessa Sweeney for a first down for BFA. Yeah, it is a moment of like I'm just exhausted watching all these runs. My quads are just nervous for everybody.
Your quads are making me nervous too.
Don't skip leg day. 22-14, BFA over MVU. About 9.5 minutes left in the quarter. Handoff up the middle to number 12. Still going. Finally tackled twice. That was number 12.
Maybe inside the
Audie
5.
Hughes. There is a Hughes that is a fan of ours from down south that messages us on the regular during games. I'm curious if that might be Audie Hughes' grandfather that watches us on the regular. If it is,
If you're
I'm
watching,
sure he
message
won't,
us
I'm
tonight.
sure he won't hesitate to message me.
Please do.
Let us know.
I want to see
We'd
it.
love to know. Handoff pitch to the right side. And nothing but daylight. Touchdown, BFA. Is number 12, Audie Hughes. Audie Hughes. I'm trying.
Thing is, that one's just 3 letters.
I know. We're trying. We are volunteers.
Really? Because I haven't started trying at all this entire night.
28-14 for BFA. Takes the snap and to the near side. And I don't think a tackle was made. We are back in the end zone for another 2 points for BFA. It's now 30-14. Comets over the Thunderbirds. Bryce, what'd you see there?
A home run play, if I had ever seen one. Well, there's a run to the right.
There was.
No one tackled
And she went in the end zone.
for 2 points.
You're not going to get this kind of commentary anywhere else. It's golden.
Donate now to
Donate.
afford better commentary.
NorthwestAccess.tv/donation if you're enjoying the commentary. If you're not and you'd like to see other people do the commentary, NorthwestAccess.tv/donation. PayPal or Square. There's MVU with the ball. Hand off to the far side. And finally tackled just beyond the first down. That was Molly Gagne for another first down. BFA, another handoff to Gagne, who I guess has been tackled. Everyone just kind of stopped, but no one said anything.
Eventually a flag.
Yeah, it's common courtesy. Lift the flag in the air.
And what is football if not courteous?
Let's the many people here tonight. Oh, check out the moon tonight. That's gorgeous. There's a game on the field, Paul. So here's MVU. And we're going to be a QB keeper, and she's got at least one block, has to get around another. Still going, not tackled yet, and tackled out of bounds. No
Had an
flag
arm
hold.
pulled.
My goodness. So that was number 10.
Well,
that
arm's
was
just an extension of the flag, right?
I think I got it.
Nope.
Tell me if that's it.
It's going to be a first down for MVU as they try to make their way down the field.
Oh no, we're giving it back. Dan Thompson. Yeah.
And we got a run to the right side for number 21. She's going to cut it back up top. Finally tackled after 6 yards. Number 21, Alexandra Bordeaux. Nailed it.
Bordeaux. Yeah, that looks about right.
Nice. The support here is unmatched.
You're so happy you asked me to do this.
2nd and 4 for MVU. Otherwise, I'm just laughing at myself. Oh, another halfback option pass. That was that same play to Reynolds. That's that moment where the running back received the ball and then stopped. I'm like, what is she doing? Like, oh, right, that plays in their repertoire. They know that. They got that one. We were missing a Reynolds catch this quarter.
I mean, I was jonesing for it.
$6:39 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And give me another QB keeper. She does have blockers going up, and she's still going. And again, just straight up tackled from the 36, 37-yard line. Maybe the flags are just really stuck, right?
Yeah.
And, yeah.
That's looking pretty 37-ish to me.
Yeah. It's looking pretty 37-ish.
That's the 37 if I've ever seen one.
Is there an extra elbow that gets tossed around in the wintertime, depending on if these girls also play hockey or basketball? Remember that football game we played?
Probably get away with it more in hockey than basketball. That's why I played basketball.
Hand off to number 21 for MVU, and she's got some room. And finally tackled around the 30-yard line. Under Bordeaux again. Seems to be the workhorse there for the running backs. Another yard to go here for MVU. Thought maybe they had got the first down, but make them work for it.
I think that's closer to a yard and a half.
Next year we'll invest in graphics, on-field graphics. That won't drive Alan nuts at all to update that as we go. And I don't know what happened there. Okay, just a fumble in the backfield. Okay. So dead ball and loss of damage.
We will replay this down, I believe.
We think they're replaying the down?
Yeah, we're not sure. We have no communication with the on-field officials. And no one's making any hand signal whatsoever.
Oh, ball's down at the old spot. I
think they're just going to replay it down. So we'll go 2nd and 1. And a half. Okay. And another QB keeper to the left side. And still going. Not tackled yet, but oh my, hip checked. Oy vey.
My goodness.
That's a hit. And that might be a penalty as well for BFA. That was a big shoulder hit by number 19, Cora Thomas. And it looks like Campbell is okay. She's back up. Coach is giving a little bit of flag football advice. That's the biggest hit we've seen so far tonight. And again, we are at a charity flag football game. Just a reminder, it's a charity flag football game. I can't blame the players for being a little competitive for something like this. It is a rival school, and
that's why I don't play for charity, Paul.
Yeah, we always play for money. Never.
It's a lot less rough.
Yeah, exactly. I remember the United Way hosting the dodgeball games. Those were, again, for charity.
We remain champions emeritus.
Yeah. And those were really rough. The refs, one of the reasons that they didn't do it anymore was because of the complaints they received. So. She might be in the end zone.
There it is.
Just waiting for the red. She slid in the end zone. I've never seen that before. Alexander Bordeaux for another MVU touchdown. So now only down 10 points to BFA. And if I had to guess, Bryce, they might be going for 2 here.
What gives you that inclination, Paul?
History.
Yeah. I think they're just going to kick off.
Yeah.
Just forego the points. Nah, we're good.
Yeah. For 1 point, you do rock, paper, scissors.
You know, when everyone's zigging, you zag.
So MVU would try for 2 points here. Campbell. And toss over to, and Reynolds wasn't even looking for the, and a little bit of chippiness again in the end zone. And we're just going to forget that happened. It's 30-20, BFA over MVU. Yeah, it's getting a little chippy down there on the field, but nothing I can do as a commentator. Hey, you kids. It's supposed to be fun.
I just wanted to make sure.
Think of the children.
Somebody please think of the children. So BFA is up 30-20.
3:57 left.
Clock management.
The third quarter.
It's so much.
And MVU's defense hasn't been able to make a stop yet.
They haven't.
Their
I
offense
believe-
has been
Has
much improved.
BFA been stopped yet?
I don't think so.
Okay. So toss to the back. Tackled. Flag in the air.
I mean, granted, neither team has been stopped a lot, but BFA has at least stopped MVU twice.
Technically, no, because they didn't stop them at the end of the, they stopped them at the end of the half as well. So stopped there. It is really just about, it's grabbing the flag on that first attempt. That's where BFA and MVU seem to be getting a majority of their yardages when they're just being missed. And there goes BFA for a long run along the sidelines, and I believe out of bounds. It didn't catch a number there. I assume number 33. Tessa Sweeney.
Well, he didn't catch it because that was a run and not a pass.
Stop. So fresh set of downs for BFA. First and 10 with about 3 minutes remaining. Another run up the middle, straight up the middle. Still going, finally tackled beyond the first down marker. If I read that right, that was Zoe Fish, number 47 with the tackle. I'd like to try and mention as many players as possible when we see something happen. It's always the offensive and defensive lines that get a little neglected in games like this, even though they are extremely important to the players being able to run like they are. Saro with the QB keeper on the near side, has some room, still not tackled, and in for a BFA touchdown. One of the players for MVU had risen their hand as if they did get it, and then looked and went, oh, that's not in my hand. So now 36-20, BFA over MVU. Strategy says that they should probably go for 2 here.
My fantasy team could use it.
Yeah, was DeSara on my? I don't know if I drafted her this year. I never seem to draft the right
Put her in my
players.
flex spot.
Yeah, I had her on the bench.
Clutch move.
I didn't know that she was starting tonight. There goes BFA going for 2 here to make it 38-20. And we're going to get a pass attempt over on the left side of the end zone, wide open. For 2 points.
So much time back there.
That was a lot of time. That's what I was saying, is that the offensive line is sometimes mostly very important. And to give DeSaro as much time as she's had tonight is apparent. So MVU will head back on offense now, down 18 with about 2 minutes remaining. It will come down to just that. That's the stop. That's what they
Yeah.
need. But
Yep.
they're now down 3 possessions. So they've got a lot of work to do on the defensive side of the ball as well.
They're just setting up the game-winning field goal up there, right? They got to score 2 touchdowns, get 2-point conversions. Down 2, last-second field goal. That's a thing.
That's a thing in flag football. Run to the right side, met almost immediately by number 18, Shelby Royer, who shoved her blocker out of the way to make that tackle. She has been a force on that right side. Second and 12 for MVU. Campbell with the snap. Handing off to number 21. Takes it straight up, only for a couple of yards there. Alexander Bordeaux with a couple of yards.
What do all your conferences sound like?
A third and 8 for MVU.
In January, Elise in February. We're not doing TCDC, we boycotted that.
It's a big difference from last year, not only with the type of play, but also the temperature. Being out here last year, every one of us was freezing. 45, 50 degrees at night.
I was absolutely wearing a toque during that game.
It was so cold. QB keeper on the far side. It's Campbell. And tackled just beyond the first down. It's going to be a first down for MVU. And about 30 seconds or so left in this third quarter. Ten seconds remaining. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. And tackled right at the line of scrimmage again by number 18.
Shelby Roy.
Again, she just seems to have that whole side.
Well, you know, actually, I watched her on that run, and instead of just totally committing to one way right from the start, it was almost like she didn't even start trying to rush at first, kind of waiting to see how the play developed, and then it's been very effective for her.
So we have one more quarter of play here. It's 38-20, BFA over MVU for the 2023 annual Powderpuff Game. Again, this is a charity flag football event between the senior girls for BFA and MVU that gets played every year at the Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center. Helps to raise funds for Camp Tecumseh and the Jim Bashaw Cancer and Catastrophic Fund. The efforts from the ladies over the course of many years here, or since the start of this game, have yielded over $280,000 for those two programs and organizations.
I would also just like to recognize the folks who have been the 50-50 raffle winners this evening. Have all donated all of their proceeds back to Camp Tecumseh and the Jim Bashaw Catastrophic Fund.
And it's certainly grown to be that yearly event. I think it's apparent from just seeing the people that are here that everyone looks forward to.
Yep.
It's just a great sight to see how many people show up for a charity game like this.
We've got a few more years of definitely transporting kids up here.
before we start the third quarter, I just want to present a special message from one of our sponsors, a couple of our sponsors. Over the last 4 years, Northwestern Counseling and Support Services has been in partnership with the Afterglow Foundation, working to prevent suicide deaths in our community. If you're concerned about yourself or a loved one, there are people in our community that can help. Reach out to NCSS 24 hours a day on our confidential emergency services line 802-524-6554, then press 1. You can always dial 988. One call to please save a life. MVU starting off the fourth quarter, not second. We are almost done here with about 12 minutes to go. And looks like we have an injury on the far side for MVU. I did not see that play develop. It was on the other opposite end. But being tended to by the athletic trainer again. We have not seen, we didn't see Chevalier come back in the game. Madison Chevalier.
Chevalier.
It's becoming that word that I'm not going to be able to say. So I didn't see her come in. I don't see anyone else being tended to on the sideline. So, yeah. But another MVU player down. Take this moment to thank our technical crew tonight. Alan behind the doing the directing tonight and all the tech work. And we have Megan on our center camera, Will down on our field camera. It's been great to be able to evolve our sports coverage over the last several years to a point where we have multiple cameras running around the stadium here, or the field here, to give you different looks than what you typically would see for some local coverage.
And thank goodness that there's so much more thought and effort put into our technical crew
than our broadcast crew?
Commentary crew. Thank goodness.
Well, considering that it started with, hey, Bryce, you want to do a football game? Sure, great. That's it. How many football games have you done?
My second game of the day.
Yeah. First game of the year.
Warmed up with a field hockey game at St. Mike's earlier today.
Still
don't know the rules of field hockey.
Still don't know how that game's played. And I had family members that played the game, and I still don't know. But a lot easier to watch her play because she was the goalie, and I know what I'm looking for. Stop the ball. It's a ball, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
it's a ball. Stop the ball. That's as hard as a puck. So if you're watching tonight via our YouTube channel for Northwest Access TV, you can look forward to many games this winter as well. We'll be covering basketball and hockey for BFA and MVU. So those teams will be broadcast. We're looking to, we always make that, that goal to broadcast every home game for both schools, which I believe comes out to about 10 or so teams, 10 or so teams or so. But it's a lofty goal of our small nonprofit, but the last few years we've been successful in doing so. And look forward to another winter season of sports coming up for both schools and on Northwest Access TV.
What is the total tally of games between the two schools, basketball and hockey for both boys and girls? What does that?
Yeah, the first couple of years that we had done that was, okay, we're going to cover as many games as we possibly can, and then when the pandemic hit and it became a little more important to cover games because people couldn't visit, we said, okay, let's do all the games. That's evolved into, well, I feel like we can continue to do that. So last year we did over 80 live games between both schools for hockey and for basketball, and that'll likely be around the same number we'll hit this year for both schools too. We had been doing Enosburg and Richford have their own means to be able to broadcast the games, so we've been able to focus our efforts on BFA and MVU throughout the year. And we even sprinkle in a couple Milton hockey games a year because their home games are at the Highgate Arena.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do quite a bit with the short staff that we have, and kudos to everyone that works at Northwest Access TV and volunteers their time, including the commentators. It's a huge production for our what would be considered a small nonprofit staff to be able to take on the efforts of over 100 live games throughout a school year.
Done by literally a handful of people.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
pretty incredible. And expanding live sports coverage into other seasons as well. Not quite at the point where we're covering every single live one, but have been able to do live events from here at Collins Pearly.
Yeah, we've updated some equipment in the last couple of years, which allows us to do things like soccer games and softball, baseball maybe once or twice. We're doing lacrosse. I don't know if we got a field hockey game in this year. I feel like we have that sometime scheduled. But we also do track and field in the spring, which is great because it's a culmination of all the high schools coming together on actually here at the Collins Pearly Sports and Fitness Center, and we can catch every race that goes by. We can jump over to the high jump or pole vaulting. So it's our coverage has certainly expanded over the course of the years. When I first joined Northwest Access TV, we were doing maybe 1 or 2 games a month, and not live, tape delayed.
Yep.
So yeah, we've evolved quite a bit here. Again, just as an update, you're not just getting crowd shots just for the fun of it. We do have an MVU player that's being tended to by the athletic trainer, and seems to at least be up and talking with them. So we'll see if the game resumes shortly. Do I get to put you on the spot, Bryce, and ask you if you're going to be doing any broadcasting this year for Northwest Access TV as it pertains to basketball, or did you want to try your hand at hockey now?
Well, I was actually going to hand in my 2 weeks notice. So sorry this got so awkward.
Bryce has been volunteering his time for years now with Northwest Access TV, not just as a board member, but as a commentator for basketball too.
This would be my 8th.
Yeah. Wow.
Winter season. Was it with you when we were just doing a couple?
Yeah. Just as a videographer to start, I think, right?
Yep. Yep.
It still go back to that Rice MVU game. I think it was
the overtime playoff game. MVU won it. Well, in overtime, already said it, to go to Patrick Jim.
Yeah,
that was those Richard Walker teams of the season that he scored his 1,000th point.
That's right. Yeah. So the MVU player who was injured has finally been taken off the field safely. So the play will now resume with pretty much the entire fourth quarter here before us. So MVU is going to start it up again. It is 3rd and 9. And it's going to be a QB keeper to the far side. Ooh, nice block by Unwin. And tackled just beyond the 35-yard line. Unwin had a great block along the outside.
So I feel like these runs all go way farther than what they're officially.
Right, they're getting 6 yards here, but they have now run 35.
And also just to mention, we talked about my history of volunteering and being involved in the station. You can too. We want more people to volunteer. We want more people to do commentary, get involved. If you have an idea for a show, come use our space. Yeah, get involved. Do not hesitate. That is the reason that we are here in the community, for you to use our space, use our tools and equipment, and also, if you love sports, to come help showcase local athletes.
Yeah, I mean, it's why we have this program. It's why we cover these games, just to give people opportunities to get involved. So if it's something that you're interested in running a camera one time, or you want to jump on the mics and talk about the players, or if you happen to know them better than we know and can pronounce their names better than we can, just reach out to us, 802-782-8676. You can reach us on Facebook or website, and let us know how you want to get involved. We'll find a position for you. First down run for MVU. And we have 10 minutes remaining here in the game. Handoff to 21 with a pass to the left side. Almost intercepted by MVU, or BFA. And we got a flag on the field. Pass interference on the defense. So that's going to be first down. Pass interference and a flag. Football charity game. Flags in general in a charity game.
I mean, there are a lot of flags, but not like
there
have
been other flags maybe that should have been called. And this is what, yep. So first down for MVU.
Well, some of my favorite plays tonight have been when either offensive or defensive lines, like half of them start, and then the other half don't. But then they all kind of catch up, and you know, we're just in it together.
Yep. We're doing this thing. Let's do that football. QB keeper on the near side, gets a block, and another. Straight up, still not tackled, and out of bounds, and pushes number 19.
I don't know if she stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, she did.
She did? Okay.
Yeah. But she, not before she gave a BFA member a nice little shove there at the run. So another first down for MVU, putting together a couple of great plays. Time is not on MVU's side here. They need to get into that end zone quickly in order to. It almost looked like the quarterback was tackled before she even had the ball off, but the refs would disagree, and we had a run off to the left side or far side there for MVU for a couple of yards. Dodlin running in from on the sideline to get in there on this play, and a pass up the middle to Reynolds again. It seems to be the one that they lean on, and it was broken up.
Well defended by Shelby Peshard. That's fine. Yeah, I messed that one up. That's for sure.
The logistics of this, for those watching at home, is us saying the first name and then really trying to read this lettering to find out.
My eye doctor has already started talking to me about bifocals, and tonight maybe convinced me. But no, I mean, that was a completed pass, and then Shelby just at the last second reached her hand in, was able to knock the ball down. So I mean, that was
making it incomplete.
Yes, making it incomplete. This was a well-defended pass.
3rd and 6 for
not semi-complete. Semi-complete.
No, handoff to the near side. Gets one block, misses a defender, runs into another, drops the ball, but I believe beyond the first down marker, so it's going to be another. Man, this is a lot of hitting.
I cannot believe that she was not down. Like way further back.
She even had avoided several BFA plays. So again, MVU continuing their trek downfield. Around the 4 12, 13-yard line. I do appreciate a good running clock to be able to keep the game moving along. Campbell's been in that quarterback position for a while. Whoa, number 19 running straight in.
Geez.
Still going, and I don't see a flag. And that's going to be a touchdown for MVU. Campbell. Is that number 19 again? Like Thomas?
Cora Thomas, she ran in there. What a blitz.
That was...
I mean, she was not blocked at all.
She almost had
almost
that
had it.
Almost had that in the backfield. So that's an MVU touchdown for Campbell and that QB keeper, 38-26. BFA over MVU. About 7:15 remaining. And as has been the case, MVU will go for 2 here. Can they multiply it the farther they go back? We really need 10 points here. Let's go back to the 10.
No, I want like
another QB keeper to the left side. Oh, and a block by.
She's in.
And she's in for 2. Oh, there's an MVU player that just got leveled in the backfield.
So if they could multiply the points by how far they go back,
that's what I'm saying.
I would look forward to a 40-point try from the opposite 20-yard line.
Perfect.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. So MVU now down 10. 7:15.
Right. Well, and here's what it has come down to all night. Can MVU make a stop?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, credit BFA for so far.
Yeah, every time they've pretty much had the ball.
Scored. Yeah.
But now Dan Marlowe, our athletic director, is on the field walking across. You know, just taking the most direct route possible here. Hopefully there's not a deep pass to the near side. Never seen that kind of play from a player in motion, but has broken many tackles and is still running. And she just has one person to beat, cuts it back inside, runs into a couple more, finally tackled.
Yeah, I think she had the touchdown if she had just kept going.
Kept going here on the, closer to the camera here. Oh my goodness, what a play. Didn't see the number. Number 16. So it's Captain Candace.
Cadence.
I'm great. Ovid. I'm over it.
We're just gonna start spelling the names instead of.
That's for CADNCE.com. So that was a play that just a lot of makeshift there. That was not meant to be that far. And we're gonna have another option to the and a sack in the backfield. Oh, tackle. That's number 23.
Alexis Bior.
Nice.
So Dan Marlowe walking across the field during play, is that akin to like Robert Kraft just walking on the field during a Patriots game?
I'm pretty sure that Marlowe has more clout than Robert Kraft.
I mean, I don't doubt it.
It's his field.
Legend.
Who's going to be the person to tell him not to walk across the field?
It's not me.
It's not me.
Not me.
I enjoy the broadcast of it. I'm not saying.
I'll do anything that guy says.
Yep. 38-28. Run to the near side here with a couple players to beat and tackle. That's by number 7 for MVU. Really Newhall.
Alexander bets Barry Sanders impersonation. Gallivan's down the left sideline for BFA Homecoming.
It's kind of how we said this earlier. Sorry, microphone. Oh, we said this earlier. It really does come down to BFA being stopped by MVU.
Yep.
And unfortunately, they have to do it a couple times to be able to make this an even game.
Yep. With 5 minutes to go.
With a running clock.
Yep.
Gonna run to the right side. And tackle in the backfield by number, looks like 22. That might, maybe not. 24.
Abigail Freeman.
Move it on the run. I really am just here for the Reynolds pass again. Like I want MVU to receive the ball one more time and get that tight end go route. And
There it is.
It's in BFA's best interest just to continue to run the ball. Not only has it been successful, but it will continue to bring that clock down. 2nd and 10 for BFA. Player in motion. And we got a QB keeper along the near side. And no flag yet, and in for a BFA touchdown. That was number 33, Tessa Sweeney. It is now 44 to 28.
They did not get a touchdown.
I would just like to say how refreshing it is to have watched a football game this week that has not talked about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Now it has.
Oh, shoot. Self-fulfilling prophecy.
Shake it off. We'll get over it.
Nice.
So BFA will try for 2 here. We'll just call it the extra points. They're going to go for extra points here to make it 46. And we're going to get a pass over the middle, wide open, and caught for BFA for 2. When they pass, I'm thoroughly impressed, considering that these girls have had a few weeks of practice.
But I think the amazing thing is that most of the passes on these 2-point tries for both teams have actually been a lot more successful than when they've just been trying to pass during the drive.
True.
They have, both teams just been kind of killing it with their targets at the goal line.
I need more passes. We need more high-flying offense. So
we are pacifists.
So 46-28, BFA over MVU, which could, based on how the clock has gone so far, might be the last possession we see today for MVU. Hand off to the far side. Number 12 gone in, another forearm shiver. Oh my goodness. Number 12 Molly Gagne with the ball.
My body hurts just watching.
I am uncomfortable for them. Three and a half minutes remaining. 2nd down for MVU. Campbell with the handoff, and still going. No flag yet, still on the feet. Finally tackled, but for a 1st down.
Broke 2 tackles in the backfield.
That was number 21, Alexandra Bordeaux, for a 1st down. I'm ready to just be like, and she's nope, she's still going, and she's been tackled. Nope, she's still going. And then when I think she's not tackled, there's the flag. Less than 3 minutes remaining here. The 2023 Powderpuff game between BFA and MVU. And we got a QB keeper along the far side, and she's just met with several players, including a cluster of BFA defenders, and we're not even using the flags anymore. We're just taking players out. And I think we're getting a little bit of a conversation with the ref right now to make sure that all players understand.
Legitimate pileup.
That was just a collision of bodies. So I got a timeout for BFA, it looks like. Not sure why BFA would want to call a timeout in that instant.
Well, I got to defend against the 18-point play.
Yeah.
2:07 left.
Let's just make it interesting.
Hail Mary. Every down.
Every down. Go route.
That's the one where you just kind of say, go.
Go.
Oh, which call? Oh, no.
2:07 remaining in the game. Handoff and a pass. And intercepted by BFA. Oh, unfortunately, when you run the play several times, you're waiting for it eventually, right? Not quite sure who caught that for BFA.
I was just thinking to myself, we haven't seen any throws toward the sideline yet.
Yeah. Carly Holland, number 11. It's a great heads-up play on defense for BFA.
Yeah, I'm not sure she got both feet down.
In the middle of the field.
Middle of the field. So she's still hopping 1 foot. Let that joke die.
Yeah, I didn't even hear what you said. I was watching the person who caught the ball being cheered on by her teammates on the sidelines. Run up the middle and tackled after 5 yards.
Number 12, IU's navigating second grade defense. Gain of 6 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 4.
I believe that our coverage here on Northwest Access TV extends a couple more weeks here as we end the season for fall sports. We've got, I believe, one more football game on tap next for BFA. Next on the 19th, so not next week, the following. They're away for some time now, but 3-2 on the season and promising as it pertains to an extra game in the playoffs. And we'll do our best to also bring you live coverage for playoffs as it comes through Franklin County. And it looks like BFA is just electing just to let the clock run out here because I've looked over and it's just continuing to run. So, well, 40 seconds left. We'll hike the ball, take a knee, and that will be your game. So BFA for the 2023 Powderpuff game, 46-28 over MVU. Still one of the more back and forth exciting games we've had in quite some time between the two schools. Again, it's a charity event that helps raise funds. And I don't have my shot sheet in front of me for the Jim Bashaw Cancer and Catastrophic Foundation and also the Camp Tecumseh. Congratulations to BFA and MVU for their efforts tonight and for the efforts that they've been putting forth over the course of the last couple months to help raise funds for those two organizations and programs. Thank you to our staff tonight. Alan behind the directing duties here, Megan on the center camera, and Will down on the field. And Bryce, thank you so much for joining us up here in the booth to provide riveting commentary and a few chuckles as well along the way.
Well, thank you for asking me to join, Paul. And thank you to my wife for letting me.
Thank you to mine as well and to your wife for letting me. Just before we head out here, just want to say a big thank you to our sponsors for the sports broadcasting season. Those include Northwestern Rehab Services, Sticks and Stuff and Swanton Lumber, Northwestern Counseling and Support Services, Afterglow, Notch Vermont, JC Image, and the Collins Curley Sports and Fitness Center. If your business would like to support the efforts of this organization, Northwest Access TV, to help broadcast live games throughout Franklin County, please contact us at 802-782-8676 or head to our website to contact us there as well. I'd like to thank you for watching again the 2023 annual event for Powderpuff between MVU and BFA. We look forward to seeing you at our next broadcast game, the BFA football team on October 19th, and for a couple soccer games in between them as well. Thanks for watching.